you.
Hi friends, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. If you're new here, hi, hello, my name is Hannah. You should subscribe down below because I post new videos every Thursday and Sunday. At least I'm trying to. I've been really busy, so I'm sorry I've missed quite a few uploads. Nursing school has been kicking my butt, but I promise I'm going to get back on my uploading game. So if you guys want to see what I'm posting, then stick around, subscribe, all the fun stuff, you know. But today's video is going to be very fun and exciting. I decided to hop on the bandwagon and update my phone and like get all the cute new widgets and like decorate my phone and like have a like cute little feed, and honestly I'm pretty proud of it, not gonna lie. It took me way too long. I spent probably 3 days working on my phone. I'm literally not kidding. I mean, one, I was busy and so I couldn't work on it, like just sit down and work on it, but also I'm just really particular and I like everything to look a certain way, so it just took me way too long. So I'm filming this video to give you guys some like tips and tricks on things that you can do to make your phones look cute and aesthetic, and also I'm going to be showing you guys some like cool features that you might not know about, and I'm going to be giving you guys some like extra inspo at the end. So if you're interested, then keep on watching. Alright, so I'm first going to start off with what my phone looks like at a glance. When you first open it, this is what it looks like. It's very like neutrals, like pinkies, mauves, like all the creams and like brown colors, and I'm just a big fan of it. So to achieve this look or like a similar look or just like do this in general, I'm going to be walking you guys through the steps on how to do it. I have a big to-do list on my computer so that way I can help you guys get all the like steps down. So first step obviously is going to just be downloading iOS 14 because that's how you're going to be able to do all the widgets and everything. Once you have your phone all updated, the next step is going to be going into the App Store so you can get the apps that you need. So the first app is just the Shortcuts app. This is where you're going to be able to do all of your like easy shortcuts to enter in your like app. You're also going to need the Reminders app. Just if you don't have that, that's how you get the to-do list. So normally this comes with iPhones, but if you don't, you need to download that one. And then to get all like the cute like backgrounds and widgets and everything, there are 3 apps that you need. So the first one is Color Widgets. It just looks like this right here. The next one is Photo Widget, which I don't actually use, but I know a lot of people do use. And it's this second one right here, and this is just to allow you to use more photos in your apps. And the last one, which is the most helpful, is Widgetsmith, which is the one that I mainly use. So, oh, I already have an update. Wow. Okay, so I'm gonna update that, but yeah, this is the most important app that you need, so definitely make sure you have this one. All right, so now that you have your phone updated and all the apps downloaded, the next thing that you want to do is like determine your aesthetic. So what I did was just go on Pinterest and like search up like neutral aesthetic wallpapers, and I just went through and found a bunch of pictures and everything that I like. And if you guys want my exact like pictures and everything, I do have a Pinterest board saved on my Pinterest called iOS 14 for you guys to download all the images if you want the exact same one as me. But if you don't, obviously, then you do you. Create your own. Literally look up whatever type of aesthetic you like and find them off of Pinterest. I feel like this is the most fun part because you get to literally create whatever you want and have the aesthetic that you want. Another helpful tip that I forgot to mention about Pinterest is that if you like a photo, you can always click on it and then you scroll down and it'll be like more like this picture. So you can find images that are similar to the ones that you like, and it'll help you create like a more like cohesive, I guess, type of theme. Okay, so now that you have all of your pictures picked out for your new aesthetic, the next step is going to be making all of the widgets. The first widgets I'm going to show you guys how to make are my clock and my calendar, as well as my to-do list. So what you're going to want to do is go to Widgetsmith, and once it loads, there we go. I have a bunch of widgets already made just because, like I said, I've been trying out a whole bunch of different things. But to get the small clock, what you're gonna want to do is just add a small widget, and then you are going to click on the default widget, and you can literally, there's so many things you can pick from. I just did time, and then I got to pick whatever fonts I wanted. I really like how New York looks. And then as for tint, I chose white just because I feel like that matches my aesthetic the best. And then as for a color, I chose cream just because, once again, that's the aesthetic that I was going for. And if you want, you can add a like border around it, but for me, I just like plain border. So once you're done with that, you're just gonna save it, and there you go, you have that widget. So then when you want to add that widget to your home screen, you're going to just push it down and like hold your screen, and then you're going to go to the corner and push the little plus button, and you're going to scroll all the way down to the app that says Widgetsmith, and you can add your small widget right there. And then you're just gonna click add widget, and this will add your widget right there onto your screen. And if you want to change it, so right now mine has it on, I think it has it on, okay, so small 19. But if I wanted to change it, let's say I chose like small 10, it would change it to the image that I have for my widget number 10 saved as. Next, I'm going to show you guys how I make my calendar. So once again, you're going to just go into Widgetsmith, and you're going to add, oh my gosh, I don't want to rate this right now. You're just gonna add a medium widget, and once again you're gonna click on it, and right now it's set to the default widget, which is actually the one that I like to use. So once again, I'm just going to switch it to the New York font because that one is my favorite, and then I'm going to make the color white, and we're gonna do the cream background once again, and we're going to have that saved. And then just like the last widget, when I want to add it, I'm just going to hold down on the screen and push the little plus button on the top of the screen, and you're going to scroll all the way down to Widgetsmith, and this time you're going to add your medium widget. And so for this one, it appeared as like the crinkled paper background. So when I want to change it, I just, oh my gosh, when I want to change it, I just like click it, and then you go down to medium widget 4, and it should have your new calendar right there. Another widget that I have created was the reminders slash like to-do list, which I think is really helpful just because it helps me see all the tasks that I have to do today. And then once I'm done with the task, I can literally click it and like say, so right now I'm filming, so I can click filming and it'll like have the task completed, which is great. But to get this to-do list, once again, you're going to go onto Widgetsmith, and you're going to go to widgets and add a medium widget once again. And then when you get there, you're going to scroll all the way down, and you're going to press reminders. And this has you just select all the lists that you want to do. So if you have multiple lists on your Remind app, then you can select whatever lists you want. So I only have a to-do list, so I'm just going to have my to-do list. And then once again, you can select the fonts. So I like the New York with the white and the cream for my aesthetic. And once I have that all created, then I just save it and add it to my home screen like I've been doing for my other widgets. Those are all like the basic widgets that you can create, but now what I'm going to show you guys is how to do all the pictures. So once you have your pictures downloaded off of Pinterest, then you're just going to go into your Widgetsmith app, and you're going to add whatever size widget you want. For me, I like all of my pictures to be on a small widget, so I'm just going to create a new one. And once you do that, you're going to scroll down to photo, and you do selected photo, choose photo, and then you could just pick whatever photo you like. So this one is just one that I downloaded off of Pinterest. And yeah, once you do that, you save it, and you now have it as a widget. So then you once again go and push the plus button and scroll all the way down to Widgetsmith and add a small widget. And then because it didn't add it right away, then you can just scroll all the way down. I have 20 small widgets, but yeah, so here is widget 20, and that's just what it looks like once you add it to the screen. So you could do as many widgets as you like, picking out as many pictures as you want, and then you can have the layouts be however you like. For me, I kind of have my small widgets like placed all over the place, but I don't know, it's just like whatever kind of formatting you want, You can change it to look however you'd like, but this is just what mine looks like just because that's what I like. But it's very customizable to you and the style that you're going for. That's basically like the easy part, and now we're going to get into the process that takes the longest. At least it did for me. This literally took me, I would say combined, probably like 5 hours, which sounds crazy, but I am crazy strategic and tedious about everything that I do, so this took me a long time. And what I'm talking about is making like the little covers for your apps. So the first thing that I did, at least, was go on Pinterest and I looked up like neutral color palette, and I found one that I liked, and then once I did that, I like zoomed in and screenshotted each of the individual colors. That way I could have them for the background for all of my apps. So once I had the background for all of my apps, now it was time to make like the actual like app like logos, you know. So what I did was I went on Canva and I like searched up in like the elements section like the different app names. So I searched up like Poshmark app, and then once I did that, I like was able to change all the colors, which this one was more complicated just because I was able to pick out multiple colors that I'd like. But for easier apps like the weather app, I literally just selected the icon that I wanted, and then I changed the color. That way it looked cohesive with all of my apps. And then for apps that didn't really have like an icon, like Urban Outfitters, they obviously don't have an icon in Canva. I literally just typed it out. Like I found a font that I thought matched the Urban Outfitters logo, and I just typed out UO and changed it to the color that I wanted. Once I finally had all of my like icons created, I then downloaded them, but I downloaded them as a transparent background because this is going to make like you able to put it on top of all of the colors that you have selected for your like app backgrounds. Once you have all of those created and you have all of your icons downloaded, the next step is going to be going into Fonto and creating your app logos. So I always start by choosing one of my like background colors. So I'm gonna do this one just because I want to. And yeah, so I'm going to choose that one, and then I'm going to go to the little 3-bar or 3-line thing, and I'm going to add an image, and I'm going to find one of my icons. So this one is my FaceTime icon, so it shows up pretty small, but you can change the size. So I always turn it up all the way, and then I just move it to be in the middle and in like the middle of both, you know, both lengthwise and height-wise. So once I have that, I then just save the image to my photos, and then once I have that photo created, I can then finally add it to my home screen. So to do that, you go into your shortcuts app and you're going to add a shortcut and then add action, and I always type in open app if I can type it correctly. And then once you type in open app, you can choose whatever app you'd like. So for me, I chose the FaceTime icon. So I'm going to find FaceTime, and you then push the little 3 buttons and you do a shortcut name. So FaceTime obviously, and then you add to home screen, and this is where you can change the like app logo. So you do choose photo, and then for me, I have my photo right here, so I choose that one, and now that is my new like font, or not font, app cover. And then I always change it to be FaceTime, and because I'm crazy, I space out my lettering just because I think it looks better. And yeah, you don't have to, but that's just what I think looks nice. So once I have that done, I push add, and you are done. You will then see it on your home screen. So I have mine right here, and I can add it to wherever I'd want, but here's what it looks like in comparison with my other apps. I just think this looks a lot more aesthetic, and once you have all of your apps done, then it'll just look really nice and it'll come all together. Another shortcut that I do instead of just opening an app, I have made like app looking thingies. to just like, I literally push the app and it'll like call someone. So like I have a shortcut to call my mom, to call my dad, and then to call Shireen, just because those are like the 3 people that I'm always calling all the time. So to do this, you once again go into your shortcuts app, and then you're going to add a new shortcut, and I can add an action. So for this one, I'm just going to do, let's do FaceTime, and I can like add a contact, and let's do like, I don't know, we'll have it be Sammy. And so I add her, and then once again I push the 3 buttons, and my shortcut name is just going to be Sammy. And then I'm going to add it to my home screen, and I can choose a new photo. So I'm just going to show you guys with the same photo that I just made, just because I already have it made. So I'm going to choose that one as my like cover, and then for the shortcut name, I'm just going to space out my letters and have it titled Sammy. Now that I have that made, I literally, if I push this, I will push it, and then it literally starts calling her. So I don't think she's gonna... Hi, I'm filming a video, and you just, it worked. I wasn't sure if you were gonna answer.
Wait, what? Can you see me?
Yeah, well, I'm doing a screen recording and the camera can see you, so.
Oh my gosh!
Hey!
Let me get myself ready. What are you doing?
I'm filming an iOS 14 video. Okay, well, I'm gonna finish filming this video and then I'll call you later.
Bye.
Love you, bye. Say bye.
I love you.
Say bye to the viewers.
Bye.
Okay, bye. Okay, so that's how you do like the phone calls and everything. And that's basically all the shortcuts that I have. So like, yeah, basically that's how you make your app widgets, and how you do all your different apps to make it look cute and aesthetic. And the last thing I want to talk to you guys about is just some of the cool features that come with the new iOS 14 like upgrade. So the first feature I want to tell you guys about is something that I think is really cool and like honestly really nice. So if you don't want to like mess up your aesthetic and like have like just this ugly page in the back, you can literally push your apps and you can have it, or how do you do it? Hold on, I figured it out at one point. If you do edit home screen, okay, there you go. If you push edit home screen and then you do the little minus button, you can move the app to the app library, which will not remove it from your phone, but it'll just move it to like this little app library that you have like at the last page. So you can do that with all of your apps by just doing edit home screen and pushing the little minus button, which I think is a really nice little thing, just because I feel like it keeps your phone looking nice, and like you don't have to look at the ugly apps once you have created like all of your cute ones. And another cool feature that I think is also really cool, if you just like completely just don't even want to see this page at all, you can hold down your thing and have the apps, you know, like shake a little bit, and then you can push like the little dots at the bottom of the screen, and it'll show all of the pages that you have. And you can literally just click on the page that you don't want to be shown, and it'll literally get rid of it for you. So like now you don't even see that page, but like if I wanted to, I can click on it and have it showing again. So I just think that's really cool, because if let's say you don't want to move all your apps to the app library and you still want to have them on a page but you don't want to see them, then you can literally just have them not showing, and out of sight, out of mind. Am I right? And the last feature that I think is pretty cool is having to do with like opening up your apps, because obviously these apps aren't gonna open straight to the app because they are shortcuts. So when I open up my YouTube, it's gonna go to the shortcuts page and then to my YouTube, which I have a time limit because I'm trying to reduce the amount of time that I am on my phone, which I'll talk about in a little bit, because I feel like this new like setup is really been helping me not use my phone, but I'm gonna talk about that a little bit. Yeah, what you want to do if you want to like reduce the amount of time that it takes to open up the apps is go to settings, and then what you want to do is go to the accessibility and go to motion and push reduce motion, because this will like reduce the amount of time that it spends opening up apps. So like when I open up the photos, it'll take less time to go to the photos, which I think is a really cool feature, and it saves some time. But going back to what I was saying about like minimizing the amount of time I've been spending on my phone, I really like having all of my apps as shortcuts, because now I don't get like the little notifications on like the corner of the app, which I feel like always bugs me because I hated seeing the notification. So I'd always click on it and then I'd like waste like 5 more minutes like on that app. And yeah, I feel like now that I don't see the notifications and I only have the notifications in my like little notifications like center when I scroll down, I've been spending a lot less time on my phone, which is good because I feel like I waste too much time on social media and just like my phone in general. So I've been really liking that. But yeah, that just about wraps up this entire video. That's how I got my phone to look aesthetic. It took a long time, but in the end I think it was really worth it, just because I love how my phone looks. And now like whenever I open it, I literally get happy just like staring at my phone because I just think it looks so pretty. So yeah, if you guys like this video, oh, I totally forgot. I was going to show you guys some more examples of like other layouts. So my best friend Shireen, she also updated her phone to like have a cute little aesthetic. So this is what hers looks like. She sent me a video of hers, which I think she did a really good job. It's very like, I don't know, it's very her vibe. It's more like edgy, I guess you could say. She has like a bunch of the Powerpuff Girls. But yeah, I think this looks really good and she did a great job. And then Shireen also sent me her friend's like phone setup. So this is what hers looks like. I really use this one as like the inspo for all of my phone screens, just because I really like how this one looks. It's very neutral and like basic, and I just really like that. Yeah, so those are 2 more layouts for you guys to use as inspo if you want. But if you guys found this video helpful, make sure to give it a big thumbs up, subscribe down below. I'm going to be working really hard to start posting regularly again. Nursing school has literally been kicking my booty, but I am like slowly starting to get into a groove of things, so uploads will be more regularly uploads will be more regular, I promise. Okay, once again, give this video a thumbs up and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.